Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's been a part of sports forever, all kinds of derogatory terms. I've heard it at all levels, whether it was minor sports or even at the professional level. It does happen.
I think it has decreased slightly.
I think it's decreased. I think, well, racism is still very prevalent in society, and I think there is a stigma attached now that if people do use racial slurs in sports, that it is not going to be condoned. So I think it has gone down.
I think it's decreased slightly, not a lot, but slightly.
I think the world has definitely been moving forward. People have become more accepting, but with the election in the States, such a powerful country, to see such racism explode, other countries feel like it's okay to do that again, and it's becoming a thing again. So that's how it's coming back, but it had been going down before. But
all racial slurs? No. There's always going to be racial slurs because everyone's not always going to get along. There's always going to be diversity. So I don't think that there will not be racial slurs in any sport, in all sports.
no, I think you can't change the mindset of people. You can only kind of direct them or suppress them, but people will always think what they think, and you'll never get someone to not say what they want to say. It's just kind of educating them on what happens or the consequences of doing that.
Well, I think the one that obviously has been at the forefront of this over the last several years is the Washington Redskins in the NFL. And certainly that name, the actual term, is one of the most offensive terms going back into the cultural history of Native Americans.
I mean, the issues with that is that the history behind it and the branding behind it. So they could try to change it, but the fact is, I don't think they will.
If I could, yes. I don't think that'll ever happen, but if I could personally, I would, just because people deserve the respect of their culture and their race. So.
It's our job now, because we're the ones who's coming into that sports world. We're the ones who are going to be, for the next generation, role models. So we have to start now by changing it.
Just think it's being phased out. People are beginning to be more, being more accepting of each other.
Well, with all this social media stuff, we brought forth that social media platform, so a lot of stuff is taken more seriously because people kind of, it gets to a bigger platform quicker, so, and people take much more offense to things nowadays, I feel like, so yeah.
So if a teammate makes a racial slur at an opponent, that has to be looked down on by the team. And I think that kind of awareness is the only way to get things, to the point where we can get rid of it, certainly in sports.
Yeah, I think every generation should play a part in decreasing the amount of racism that goes on. I think it's up to us to show elders that ways can be changed, and we don't have to live by a racist world. We can change that. Everything you can change, so why not try?
I think it is possible.
I don't necessarily think it'll be eliminated in our lifetime completely. I always believe that there will be some sort of kind of racism in sport. Yeah.
It'll never be eliminated because there's some people that just believe what they believe, but there's people who just think that because their parents or their grandparents thought that. So those people are people that you can just teach, that's just not how we live. We can't live discriminating based on things like color. So it won't be eliminated in our lifetime, but we can definitely try for the lifetimes to come.
I'm not convinced, because I feel, and we've seen this in the States in the last year, that racism seems to have ramped up. I don't feel that racism ever truly goes away. It just comes out in various forms. And so I think it will be difficult, but I think education, awareness, tolerance, I think there's parts of society that's improving. I guess that's where we start.